Hello and welcome to the League of Europe Division 3/2, 2/3 podcast. I'm joined by a Division 3 driver and a Division 2 driver. I'm joined by Robert. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And commentator, I should add, for Division 2, and a Division 2 driver who is a Division 3 commentator, which is Wave. How you doing?
I'm doing alright as well.
Right, so quite a lot to cover in some ways, but only first race of the season. Division 2. Had a bit of teething problems with the commentary. That was kind of my fault. So apologies, Robert and Tam, who I have to mention.
No, that's all right. I mean, we have to get this out. It wasn't on purpose. We said, Tam and I said it on the stream. We didn't mean to start late. It's just we had some trouble with the official YouTube channel. That's why we streamed it on my personal channel.
And also, there's still got streams in the end anyway, so
yes,
it doesn't really matter where it is.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But so Division 2, brand new, felt very, I don't know, from my point of view, it was quite weird actually, because just being in the same grid as guys like Bastos and Army, who I've driven before, and then like some new guys, like some really quick guys that I hadn't driven, like YHYY, and obviously the Division 3 guys like Wave and Bray and Coco. Like, it just felt really strange. It was like, it just felt like a really fresh new league, which was quite cool.
Yeah, it did feel quite good driving in it for the amount of time that I was actually driving. Because it didn't feel anything like a league I've raced in before, just because of the mix of the people that know each other and the people that didn't really.
Yeah. What was it like from the commentary box, Robert, seeing that grid? Was it a bit odd?
It was weird, especially seeing how close the former D3 guys were to the D2 guys of last season.
So
It just goes to show. I mean, not really. It just goes to show how close these divisions were last season. It was quite fun to watch guys like Coco, Ray, the two of you, of course, actually match the speed of guys who were supposed to be quicker. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah. No, agreed. It was bit odd. Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. But Quali brought up some, I don't know, some interesting results. There was a lot of unpredictability. I think a lot of people would have been surprised by the qualifying results. If you want to take us through them, Wave, potentially.
Well, we had RJ, who was miles ahead of everyone. He got pole with a 20.2 on Super Softs, was it?
Yeah.
Which is alien, and way too fast compared to the rest of us, just for taking it as a isolated race.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there was Coco, who was continuing his form from last season at PRL.
Yeah. That time it was a 20.4 or so, I think. But
yes, it was.
Robert, it's difficult because obviously you used to be in a party with Coco. I feel a bit bad for that. But did he message you after qualifying? Because I reckon he must have been really pleased with that.
He didn't actually.
Oh.
He didn't message me after qualifying, but he did message me during the race. And just spoiled that, I guess.
Keyword is during.
Yes.
But yeah, like kind of what Robert just said, basically, Coco just showing that the pace was really blurred, I think, between Division 2 and Division 3 at the back end of the previous league. So I was genuinely pleased to see Coco kind of mix it up. I think that was as a confidence booster. Well, all four of us that have gone up to see Coco up there. So
No, it just shows that the four of us were all competing amongst ourselves, sort of. So seeing him up there shows that we can compete in D2 as it is right now.
yeah, agreed. You want to move on?
And yeah, in qualifying third, we had YHYY, who was less than a tenth slower than Coco.
Title favourite in a lot of people's eyes. So for Coco to beat him is a good result. But yeah, solid qualifying.
So I think the qualifying that I'd more like to focus on is Bree, who was 1/1000th of a second slower than his teammate YHYY.
Wow.
Amazing form at the end of last season from Bree.
Robert, you predicted this. You predicted he was going to fly.
I did predict this on the first podcast, League of Europe, and I did say that Bree will get a lot quicker throughout the season, and I wasn't expecting this to happen in the first race, to be honest. But it's nice. It's nice to see him be able to battle it out with guys like YHYY and potentially even quicker guys like RJ or Army. We'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely.
And then after Bree, we had someone that I have no idea how to say his name, so we'll just call him Mali.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, fifth about 20.5, I think that says.
Yeah.
Picture's terrible.
Good. Sorry, that's my fault. But that's a good debut. Very good debut.
Yeah, so great debut. And then below him was his teammate, which is another debut, who was about a tenth slower, so still good time.
Who was it?
Never complained. That was Evil.
Ah yes, no, the Evil was meant to be in Division 3 initially, so good idea to move him up.
Yeah, for some reason I think he would have done quite well in Division 3.
Yes. Yeah. Although I suppose we'll come on to that later. But
It would have been a different race in D3.
yeah, true.
After Evil, who was about half a tenth slower than Evil, but he was on harder tyres as well. So Jaco still showing that he has good pace.
Yeah. Good. I still think there's more to come from Jaco, pace-wise, but yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying, from last season, in the nicest way possible, I don't think Australia's his best track.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah, he's also a former Division 3 guy for one race, so...
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to have his best pace at Australia, and he also doesn't seem to have the best luck at Australia.
No. Who was after Jaco?
There was F1 Racer, who's at 20.8 on Ultras.
Yeah, I would, don't know about you, Robert, but I'd have thought he would have been a bit higher up. I think he'll be a bit disappointed with that in qualifying.
I think he will be disappointed, but you know, Australia is such a weird track because it brings out the best in some people, and in other people you just get really bad performances. This is not something that we will see throughout the season. It's not a constant, and I don't think F1 Racer will be this low in the standings during the next races. I think it's just Australia. That's at fault for his time.
It's also his first race of the season, so people get warmed up with it all as well. So
Yeah,
People still need to scrape off a bit of the rust.
no, definitely. And then we had Tin Can, in the another debut, in ninth with on the supers as well, which is good. So 21.0, so that's a pretty good time. Alongside, to be fair, Jacob was on the supers and F1 racer, so we got to bear that in mind. So yeah, that was a very good time.
And then after Tin Can was, well, it was you, Mark. You were in 10th
Yep.
after a slight mishap at the end of your qualifying.
Yeah, that was really frustrating. I ran out of fuel. So that was a bit of an odd one, but it is what it is. Like, you know, to be fair, it's Australia. It's not my favourite track, so I'd have probably just held up people or got in incidents if I'd have got higher up. So it is what it is. Then we have Bastos, my old teammate, behind me. Out qualifying Bastos was a fun thing, but no, Bastos again, someone that will show some serious pace on certain tracks, and then kind of rounding up everything really was Caesar, Army, yourself with a 21.3. That was not what was expected.
No, I only had Sarger behind me.
Yeah, so quite an interesting grid that, and it did play out interesting, obviously, in the race. You obviously had a bird's eye view, Robert. How was the start of the race? Because it seemed, from where I was, really chaotic in the midfield.
I didn't really get the chance to look at the midfield that much. I was focusing on the battle between RJ and Coco. Of course,
Yeah.
Coco got the lead at the start, and then I think it was it might have been one of the Force Indias, I guess, F1 racer, since he was only one.
Yeah.
Had contact with somebody, don't really remember, and it all went down from there. A lot
Yeah.
of people had to change the front wings, so yeah.
And I know that obviously Wave got impacted. If you look at the video, I think I go on the inside, Caesar goes on the outside, got nowhere to go, and then Wave went into the back of Caesar.
Yeah, that's what I'd say as well. It's just from where I was in the heat of the moment, I just sort of assumed that Caesar would have put his foot down a bit earlier to move his car. But
Yeah.
he didn't, so I obviously just went into the back of him.
Yeah.
That's
But
what it is.
I mean, these sort of things are quite normal, especially for the first race of the season. We're all just getting worked up. We're all getting started. And, I think we'll have less and less incidents as the season goes on.
definitely enough.
Hopefully.
I think it was a clean start for Australia, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't think there was any incidents at turn 1.
No.
No, it wasn't. Turn 1 was really clean. It kind of went down from there since the pack was really close.
Yeah, I think it went downhill from there because there wasn't any incidents at turn 1. We were all much closer than we used to be. Yeah, and we're much closer than people are used to be in turn 2 and 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So don't know. It was I suppose we run through the results. Go on, Robert. You can have the pleasure.
I'll just have one thing to add before we move on to the results.
Yeah.
There were a lot of incidents at the turn 11 chicane.
Oh
and
yeah.
That
just a few.
Yeah, just a few in the first couple of laps, and many more. That's where Coco crashed and retired. That's where F1 Racer almost retired.
That's
right
where I
after Coco.
retired.
That's where you retired. Yeah, just J. Cole, I think, spun there as well.
Yeah.
And we'll have a lot more of those in Division 3 that I'll have to cover especially for myself.
Yeah, no, it's tough corner.
Really, really tough corner, especially if you haven't practiced a lot. But yeah. So, winning the Australian Grand Prix in Division 2 was RJ. RJ had an amazing race. He led for basically the entire race. Uh, he wasn't in the lead after the pit stop, of course, but then came back and just went. Caesar couldn't catch him. Nobody could possibly catch him. He was just impeccable. He gets the 25 points and puts Red Bull, gives Red Bull a little advantage in the Constructors' Championship, I would say. Just off to go. Then we had Caesar in second. I would say Caesar was the driver of the day, and I said that on the stream as well.
Yeah.
Just because he started 12 and
Making up 10 positions compared to everyone else, that's just above and beyond what anyone else might.
yeah, he had a good strategy that he managed to work out perfectly. He was, of course, he was really quick, and he deserves his spot on the podium. And then finishing the podium, we had YHYY in third. YHYY was fighting for second. If I remember correctly, he was involved in some sort of incident.
Yeah, he got a wing change, which makes
Yes.
his third place that much more impressive. Then he had to fight back through the field from where he started.
Yes, so overall we had a pretty solid podium. All of the 3 podium finishers are former D2 drivers from last season. So we had no newcomers on the podium so far. But we have somebody in fourth who I think will be quite happy with his result. That is the Haas driver Evolution.
Yeah, agreed. I'll be honest with you, when I was driving against him at the beginning, I didn't think he had much pace at all. I thought he was like was slightly quicker than me. I can't believe that he pulled quite a big gap to, well, quite a few of us. So really consistent driver. I suspect he's kind of person that if he gets in clean air, he kind of just keeps consistent laps together. So
the thing is, he didn't really get that much clean air in the race. He had to fight a lot. He had to defend a lot. He had to attack. He had a really impressive fight with his teammate actually for the bigger part of the race.
Oh right.
He had some good battles with YHYY as well. So it was fun to see his racecraft. He's definitely a clean driver. He knows how to defend. He knows how to attack, and he deserved that spot.
Yeah, fair.
Moving on then to 5th place, we have J. Cole. I'm not sure if this is a surprise or not, because I was expecting J. Cole to be quick. Not necessarily around here, but just in this season.
J. Cole would have won. In my eyes, not to take anything away from RJ, but I think J. Cole would have won if he wouldn't have he did spin on turn 12.
I'm not sure if he would have won, but he definitely would have been up there with RJ and Caesar.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Wave. I don't think he would have necessarily won the race. Because towards the end he didn't really show that much pace. But yeah, he could have done a bit more and potentially could have fought for the podium.
Yeah. I battled him a little bit, but he was way quicker than me. Way quicker than me. To the point where I had my own little tactic, but I'll come on to that. But yeah, no, he was his pace impressed me when I was battling him, but yeah.
And then in 6th place, I think he came out in sixth just because he had a lot of penalties, and that is Mali. He finished fifth on track, and then dropped down to sixth since he had, I think, about 9 seconds penalties. Again, a solid drive from Mali. Really, really clean battles with his teammate and with YHYY. Again, I think it's a good debut for him as well. So
Yeah.
both Haas drivers, both new drivers, really good first races. And
Yeah, it's a strong start for it. It's a strong start for their team as well.
yeah, 20 points. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Hmm.
Now, who do we have in 7th?
Me. Slightly embarrassing, really, for one reason, which is we talked up Division 3. The old Division 3 guys moving up, and the podium is 3 Division 2 guys, and there's 2 debutants in 4th and 6th, and there's little old me in 7th as the best placed former D3 driver, who basically had a GP2 engine compared to everyone else, or so it felt, and had no
Yeah,
pace.
I think saying best place is the wrong thing. When talking
Yeah.
about that race,
I had no
that's
pace.
definitely the wrong thing to say.
I got a bit unlucky with the VSC, maybe, but everyone near me was just so much quicker than me. So, yeah, it was what it was. I'll take 7th, but you didn't see too much of my race, Robert, did you? Because I was kind of just pootling around. You were probably concentrating on more interesting things, let's be honest.
You had some battles on track.
Oh, I did a good
That was-
overtake.
Yeah, you did. Was it Tin Can?
Yeah,
It was.
that was okay.
And then you were fighting with Bastos.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
I got to see a bit of your race. I think you're being too hard on yourself. It's not a disappointing result.
I know, I was fairly...
I'd say that was quite a good result from you, Mark.
Yeah,
I was
it is.
fairly happy.
Especially since you weren't expecting much of yourself going into it.
Well, I was expecting to retire. It felt like half the people retired on that same corner. So it's six more points than I was anticipating. There we are.
We have Tin Can in 8th, getting some points for the Red Bulls.
Another thing he got was a fair few amount of penalties, though. And it was about 15 seconds or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he got quite a
we
few
have
penalties.
trust with that.
Yeah, he did. He was not far behind me on track. I think only about two and a bit seconds on track. I think he got I think he literally got 15 seconds worth of penalties. But yeah, he was very quick in places.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really have anything to say about his race. I didn't get to see a lot. So yeah, but again, 5 points, not bad for the first race. And
Yeah.
with his teammate having won, then that's even better.
And the first ever man to get 5 points in a league race in a LOE on Division 2. I mean, that's a bit of a weird
unnecessary
fact.
facts.
Yeah, but by the same logic, he's the second ever person to finish a race in a half for D2 and LOE.
Yeah, I meant we didn't used to do 5 points,
Yeah.
but come out wrong. My bad. I sound like an
Yeah.
idiot. Let's move on.
We need Rick on the podcast.
So can you just talk about stuff that he's done himself?
Yeah, true. He's like that. Really selfish guy. I'll move on to Army then, who come 9th. Very unlucky. He tried to carry the tyres all the way to the end and got a puncture. And I felt a bit sad because I wanted to have a battle in the last 2 corners, 2 laps even. So that was really bad. I felt for him, but yeah, I think he got wing damage early and just tried to take the softs all the way, and it just wasn't going to happen. But nearly worked.
It was close, but the thing is, bad luck tends to hover around guys like Army and V5 in Division 1 and Maka in Division 3. I think that they're the unluckiest drivers in LOE. I feel bad for Army, honestly.
Yeah, hopefully, I want him to get a good result because he is a quick guy. But then,
I mean, as a competitor against him, I don't want him to get good results. He can be really quick.
yeah, no, he can be. He can be very quick. Another guy who can be quick, but is a bit hit and miss. But then is racing very late. Is Bastos, who was the last of the finishers. But yeah, he not his best race, but yeah, I don't know. He's still a bit. He's probably the first ever driver that I raced with that was quicker than me as a teammate. Yeah, I know I've got a second one wave, but yeah, it is. He's
looking at this week, you could argue that you're faster. At least I don't run down.
yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't think that's the case. But.
You have to enjoy it till it lasts,
Yeah, it's true.
Until Mexico.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. But and then we just had obviously the guys that DNF'd, which was did they all die at the same place? I think they did.
At least me and
I
Coco did.
I don't think so.
Where did
At least me
F1
and
Racer
Coco
go?
did.
It wasn't there. He did spin there a couple of times, but he did not retire there. Bree retired there as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I have no idea where Sarja retired.
Yeah, I didn't catch Sarja at all.
No, I didn't.
Tried to see where he was.
I was still racing at that point.
Yeah. I think he retired first. Yeah. So yeah, interesting race. No real need to run through the standings. Because you've just listened to them, I suppose.
Just did.
Yeah. but yeah. So I suppose we naturally move on to D3.
Yes, that's my playground.
That is your playground. So tell us a bit about the overall vibe of the division. We kind of did it with Division 2. How did it feel lining up on that grid?
It's not a nice playground for me. Say that.
Why?
I was expecting people to be quick, and they are quick. There were some drivers that really surprised me, and Jabo mainly. We'll get to him when we talk about the race itself. I really enjoy driving alongside people like Maka and James, Jabo, of course my teammate Carcannon.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to see how the newcomers will do, and I think they did a really good job. And I'm proud that I'm part of Division 3 again. Honestly, because I think it's the freshest division, I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Very fresh.
Well, yeah, I'd agree, because from sitting doing the commentary, I'd say it looked like the most fun race that I've seen around Australia in quite a while.
But it wasn't fun for me, but
I was talking in generalisations there.
okay.
But it was no, I really enjoyed commentating it. It was fun. There was incidents. People were going off. People were battling that I haven't seen battle for ages. It was nice, and it was obviously racing quite a few of the guys, me and Wave last season, and with some new blood, which is cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to Division 3 and seeing how it blends in this season. Yeah,
It's also nice to have a genuinely unpredictable field. Unlike
It is.
unlike last season where you could have, if you were going to guess the podium, you'd guess someone between me, Mark, Coco, and Bree. That would be your sort of mixture of people. It's not been this anyone's game.
except a couple of
It
street
is.
tracks.
Well, that's true, but I mean that would have happened last season as well.
So yeah, go on, Robert. Run us through the qualifying.
Great. Zuidema, pole position, 120.7. Pretty good lap.
Yeah.
Pretty quick lap. I didn't think that he would get pole position, just because there was somebody else who I thought would be a lot quicker,
Mm.
and that somebody else is Jabo, who came in second. Did a 120.9.
Mm.
He did a 121.9 in his first lap on the super softs. So I was expecting him to be a lot quicker than that.
Yeah.
But he finished second in qualifying and then came back in the race, and yeah, we'll move on after this. Fuzz in third, 120.9, just 600 of a second difference between second and third.
Mm.
Really close between the two of them. Then we had the second McLaren of Maka in fourth, in the 121s, 120.4. B. Morgan for the Ferrari in 5. Myself in 6th place with my classic qualifying strategy, just do a lap in the beginning and then invalidate the rest of the laps.
That really annoyed me just watching you, because when you set that lap, I thought, oh, Robert's gonna have a good quali here, and then the time just stayed there forever.
Yeah. If it annoyed you, just imagine
Yeah.
what it did to me.
Fair.
But alas, I'll come back eventually. Bag of Bones in 7th. He is the quickest super soft runner with a 121.8 on the super softs. Asher in 8th. Mr. Wooter 9. We had Ryan Kai in 10th.
Mm.
Mr. Australia in 11th. That was a bit surprising.
I would have not put I've not put much money on James being 11th. That's crazy.
To be fair, he did qualify on the super softs, and I don't think I think he had the same strategy as I had.
Mm.
I don't think he managed to complete all his laps.
Yeah.
Ibo in 12th. Adri in 13th. He qualified on the softs.
Mm.
He'll
Goes
definitely
on.
be disappointed, and Adriel definitely be disappointed in that qualifying. Even though it was on the soft, I'm still much further back than they'd be expecting to came there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess that's right. People were expecting Adri to be a lot quicker,
Mm.
but still, for a soft time, I think that's decent. Ghost Recon in 14th, LFC 15th, and rounding up the grid is Car Cannon in 16th. Again on the soft tires.
Can I just say one thing about Zvedema? He set the exact same time as J. Cole.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Division 2 and Division 3 are pretty close again.
Yeah, that was for 7th. So that's a mighty impressive lap, beating F1 racer who used to be in Division 1, Bastos who used to be in Division 1 as well. So shows you how much I think I think the gaps come down a lot between the 3 divisions, which is cool, which is really cool.
It is. And moving on to the race. it was interesting. I'm talking about my race now because, of course, I didn't get to commentate and see everyone's perspectives.
Hmm.
It was really interesting. I guess I could talk about it when I get to my finishing position. So
What did? Well, yeah, we could do that actually. That makes a lot of sense, I suppose. But
it
what?
does require an explanation.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's fine.
That's why I'm just waiting.
Are you setting up the excuses already?
I guess you could say that.
what did?
I
What
need a
did?
little bit more time.
I mean, we've kind of touched on what we thought of the race. You know, it was exciting. There was a lot of offs. Yeah, I don't know. I think if we just run, because there's quite a bit to say about most people actually. So I think we just run through the drivers.
Jabbo won the race. What a surprise. He is definitely the quickest guy in Division 3 by a mile. Finished the race 30 seconds.
So I
in
don't
front
really
of
think you can. I don't really think you can describe his race without just saying dominant.
I don't know. We'll have to look at Jabbo in all seriousness because I think that was a little bit too quick. Realistically.
I would say so myself. Yes.
But then it also
That
comes
is
down to.
Division 2 pace right there.
It also comes down to whether it was just for this track or if it's genuine pace.
Yeah, agreed. And that's the thing. I mean, it sounds like we're taking something away from his win. You know, like he didn't win. I don't think he won at all last season. So, you know, fair play to him. And it's a great result. But hopefully for him, more than anyone, he doesn't dominate Mexico and Bahrain. Because I don't think you can get in some ways, three more different tracks outside of street circuits and stuff. So I hope, I hope people can challenge him.
You know,
It definitely make for interesting racing if we had people challenging at the front as well. No one wants to see just one driver constantly winning.
No.
I think he does have the pace because he showed that last season as well. He didn't win because the two of you and Coco were there.
Mm.
But if you hadn't been there, he would have just swept the floor with the rest of us.
Yeah, I think maybe that could be true, to be fair. But yeah, no, well done, Jabbo. You know, it's not. I suppose it's not his fault. But yeah,
It's not his fault that he's quick.
Yeah, but there we are. No, but I suppose onto everyone else. Who was second, Robert?
Our pole man was second.
Hmm.
So Zuidema. Yeah, I still think that I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah.
I would be sorry if I cared. It's a name.
Well, you know, I do care.
People can still tell who you're referring to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, but it's a great result. Great result for him. Great battle with James.
Yeah, you'll have to talk about that because I have no idea what happened.
They're both not using any ABS. They're both very, very, very. They were quite aggressive at different parts. They weren't perfect either. Like they weren't keeping it 100% clean, but not in a bad way. They were just poking their nose in some places and being a bit aggressive, but nothing over the line really. Bar, I think, a bit of a late break by James, but they were battling like the whole race. Honestly, I'd definitely watch it. Just watch it back the last 5-6 laps.
They were almost constantly changing position as well. It wasn't just like one of them was defending the whole thing.
Yeah.
Almost constantly, one was in front, and a few corners later, the other managed to get ahead.
Yeah, really, really solid. but yeah, and then obviously that leads us into James again, kind of similar, and a great battle back from quali. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a good result for James.
yeah, really solid.
People were expecting him to be good at Australia, and you know, Mercedes, as of right now, are looking really strong.
Yes, no, agreed. But I think another set of people that might be very strong. In fact, I'd say the McLarens are strong, but these guys as well. Ozone, Easton, Easton in fourth, who started quite far back in quali. In
Well,
fact,
he didn't qualify, he arrived late.
he
Which
did.
makes his fourth place more impressive than he was running a default setup.
Yeah, so he's very, very quick. And looking forward to seeing more of him, and I think him and his teammate will also be very, very quick. But yeah, the next guy is my favourite name in the division. Let's have a debate. Who's got the best name? I'm saying Bag of Bones.
I'd say Mr. Wuther.
You like Mr. Wooter? Car Cannon is probably the best name, realistically, but we're just used to it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bag of Bones in fifth. I just love that name. It's just ridiculous. He seems like a really nice guy as well. He's a reserve, but he will be very much in line to get a seat, along with Mr. Wooter as well. But yeah, onto your rival, I suppose. It's been stripped down. There's no more Brie and Coco.
Well, Brie has Coco to worry about.
Yeah, so we've kind of divided the rivalry.
Yeah, Romania versus Malta is still going on. Just,
It is.
In different divisions.
And obviously, Heated did win it this time with a solid sixth. I think Heated might have got in some incident. I can't recall. But
I think he might have. But yeah, I can't remember perfectly either.
I had some really good battles with Heated.
Oh, you did. You did, didn't you? And Morgan and Iston.
Yeah, I had the Ferraris and it was fun. I think this was genuinely the most fun I've had in a race since I'm with you guys. Because I usually don't get involved in battles a lot. And this grid just allows us to get closer and get more physical with each other. It was fun.
Yeah. And B Morgan was obviously part of that, who in seventh, and it's almost all kind of the same in some senses. I think he got stripped because of penalties. I think he actually finished fifth on track. So yeah, very good drive from him. So I think the Ferraris finished ahead of everyone in that battle, but Morgan suffered a bit. Car Cannon in eighth. That's a good result. It's a good drive from him from the back. Well, third back, as it turned out.
It was good points for Force India.
And your race, what happened? You're very set on telling us a story here. I'm intrigued.
I think it's fair to say that I had the most eventful race out of everybody. Because I went from 0 to 100 and then back to 0 really quickly. Of course, I had a...
Sorry.
Go on.
You was in with a podium at some point. I remember seeing it, thinking you were running fourth.
No, I'm pretty sure at one point went up to second.
Yeah, I was second after the first couple of laps. Dropped down to third because I didn't want to ruin my tires. Was running in third, just casually driving around. Had no worries. I had no one to worry about. then I hit the wall by myself. Just like an idiot. Had to change my front wing. Came back, had a battle with Zuidema. I was back to fourth, and then I spun 3 times. At,
3?
Yes, 3 times.
Well, you've got some pace.
You know, I got back. I was fighting with the Ferraris and with Heated, and I spun again. Car Cannon overtook me, and yeah, I finished 9th.
Damn. So you've got some serious pace as well. But Ibo in 10th, that was fun to watch. That was so fun. Just battling Ghost Recon and Mr. Wuta. And this is a true story. I don't know if you've heard this, Robert. And I don't think you have, Wave, either. You know, he overtook Ghost Recon on DRS down the home straight, and he could hear us commentating on him. So he actually started watching the stream, and that's why he overshot turn 1 and gave the position back.
Wow.
Just
well, that's something that you should not really do.
Then it's for that sort of reason I don't listen to the streams while I'm racing.
Yeah, I was just chatting with Coco. I was in party with him, and he was keeping me in touch with what you guys were talking about.
yeah. So just a funny little excerpt from Ibo. Mr. Wuta in
But of
11th.
course,
Oh, sorry. go on.
I just have to say about Ibo, it's a new season, but same Ibo. He's just way too nice.
Oh, I don't know. He was battling a bit.
I was behind him, and
He had some
he
good
just
battles.
basically let me overtake him. So.
Like, he was battling this race, so it's showing that he could have a few like proper rivals this season, which will be really good to watch.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Ibo get in some rivalries and get more physical, get a little bit more aggressive. That would be fun.
He may have found a dance partner and 2 other people, one of which is Mr. Wuta, who come 11th, who was ahead a bit. I think he got jumped on pens, maybe? Oh no, he crashed after.
Yeah, I think he was gone or something.
But yeah, no, so he got in the points as well. Maka, the last of the points runners, very disappointing race.
I have to say something
Mr.
about this.
putting stuff in the chat while he's driving.
Yeah, go on, what you saying, Robert?
I messaged him after the race, of course. We had a chat about it, but I am the reason why Maka finished 12th. Basically, since I had a really rather questionable dive bomb into turn 1. To be fair, I did have a really good start. Started 6th and I was in 3rd after the first corner. But I did have a little bit of contact with Maka, which made him go on the grass and spun. And, that was that.
Yeah, but I mean, in the nicest way possible, in that race, Maka didn't seem to have any problem spinning himself.
Yeah, but he also set the fastest lap. So, an odd day. There were obviously the DNFs. Ghost got claimed at turn 12. LFC, I think, retired. I don't know what happened. I think Fuzz and Adri obviously got.
They came together quite drastically.
Yeah. And Ash in 18th. The one person I want to talk about, this is a bit controversial. I'm glad that he's in the league because he seems like a really nice guy. But Ryan Kai got span in about lap 1 or 2, and then it cost him about 5 seconds, and then retired. It's not what we want to see.
That's not really showing any form of resolve. Cause you never know what's going to happen later on in a race.
Yeah. How many? Yeah. Look at Robert's race as an example.
Basically anything could have happened.
Yeah, like just a bit silly. So yeah, that will be mentioned by Emperor car cannon of Division 3, I dare say. Might even be mentioned before this goes out, but yeah, I'm gonna throw it out here just quickly before as we wrap it up. If Jabbo Jet stays in the division, obviously he wins, but let's talk second. Who do we think comes second?
I think it's a bit early to call.
Oh, of course it is. But I want to make us all look
There's so
silly.
many people who could get second. I don't think I'd be able to just say one.
I'm going to say
If
B.
I had
Morgan.
to choose somebody, I go for Adri.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd actually go for Yesen.
Oh, okay. So all of
When
us.
even at the tail end of last season, he was showing some decent pace, and he seems to have stepped it up a bit now.
And if we look at D3, D2 even, the same kind of thing. Who wins Division 2? I'm going to say not RJDW. No way.
I think RJ will bottle it next week.
RJ's not racing for a few races. So, for exams. So, it'll be like
Can I
Michael
just be
Sheen.
incredibly conceited and say myself, even though there's no chance?
No, of course you can. I think you've got a good chance. What do you think, Robert?
Oh, I'm just gonna keep my prediction from the last podcast and say YHYY.
I
Yeah.
think that's a fair bet.
I don't even remember who I went. Did I say?
I think you went for Tiggerby.
I did. Yeah, and I still stand by that. Tiggerby will win. Tiggerby will definitely win. I'm going to stand by that one.
That's how he shows up.
He's normally very, very consistent with turning up. It's just a bit of an odd one. So, yeah, I think he'll do well. But yeah. Anything to add, guys?
I just want to say a huge shout out to Tam, who was my partner in commentary. He is an amazing commentator, and I had really a lot of fun just listening to him.
Yeah,
So,
he's very smooth. He is very smooth, but not as good as your previous partner, right?
no, definitely.
Cool, that's the main thing. Yeah, and the only thing I have to say is that it was overall really, really positive experience over all three divisions. So really good. Looking forward to Mexico. We're gonna do a little bit of a lap, hopefully, as a bit of a preview. But yeah, I think, and I suppose have to look forward to next week and kind of take it from there, really. But any predictions for Mexico at all?
I think there'll be quite a few crashes in the S's.
Yeah.
I mean, if Australia is what we're basing our answers on, then definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'll go for a prediction for D3. I think Adri will win the race. And then we'll have Dabo in second, and I would say Fuzz in third.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Division 3 could be. I think B Morgan will win. Jabo in second and Adrian third. If I had to guess. But a lot of guys can.
I think I could see James winning next week for D3.
James only works on tracks that are upside down. Doesn't. It's got to be in the southern hemisphere.
Mexico's almost in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah, but it's not. So James got no chance. He'll be back in Brazil, basically. But yeah, no, Division 2, I don't know. It's wide open. I think strategy will be interesting. Could rain as well, so I'm not even gonna begin to predict Division 2. I'll just predict I will come 5th. That's it. It's my prediction.
I'm just going to predict that I actually finish next week.
Okay, you're wrong. Robert, any predictions?
The fact that you two are teammates just amazes me.
Someone's got to be teammates with me.
I guess
Yeah.
since the two of you predicted what you would do, I guess I'm gonna predict what Coco would do.
Okay.
And I think Coco will finish 3rd.
Okay. Interesting. 5th, 3rd, and finish. Maybe 4th. That would be an ironic little 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Cool.
But then would Bree finish ahead of us or behind us then?
Yeah, that's a good point. He's looking very good. I think he likes smooth tracks, and the S bend's quite smooth. He likes kind of flowing corners, so just have to see. But yeah, cool. I think if we wrap this up, thanks everyone for listening. Any last words at all?
Just stay safe, Mexico. Be aware of the people that are close to you, especially Vaca. Yeah, just don't bin it.
Yeah, don't bin it. Don't bin it. And don't bin someone else. I think that's about it. But cool. We will see you very soon in Mexico. Cheers, guys.